I don't know how applicable this will be for this podcast or vlog or whatever, but something I've been thinking about, and since running a business in the graffiti space, I guess the question that comes up is like, when somebody's reaching out and asking for something for free or to help with something, a question that I've been asking myself is like, what are you doing to do your shit first before asking for help? And I'll give you some examples. Like, well, I guess this one, a couple of these examples aren't really about asking for help, but are about asking for something. So like, we get a lot of, graffiti writers that'll be like, hey, I'm trying to make a name for myself, but I can't afford supplies, can you send me some free supplies and I'll make promotional videos for you? And so, while that's a normal thing to do, you have people sending stuff to people, and they'll post a video, and it's kind of a mutually beneficial scenario. So like, say for example, I send some markers to somebody, they post a video on their page using the markers, and then I repost that, so we're kind of sharing our audiences. They get some free stuff, they get some exposure to our audience, and we're close to 110,000 followers now. So like, if getting exposure is something that you want, then it's a mutually beneficial thing. Like, we'll share you on our shit, you share us on your shit, you'll get some free stuff, and it's all good. But the problem that I have with people reaching out is like, I would say 100% of the time, like, I've never had anybody reach out and ask for anything that was actually putting in work to build their audience. So like, bringing something to the table. Like, every time what it is somebody will say, hey, can you sponsor me? I'll make some promotional videos. And so I'm pretty much 100% no, unless I see their page and they're like actually putting in a lot of effort. Because what I see is somebody will say, hey, they'll ask me for that shit, and they'll tell me the same fucking spiel, like, oh, we'll make a video and I'll post it and you'll sell all kinds of stuff. And I'll go to their page and they fucking have like, and I don't want to sound like a dick, but they don't have any following, because they don't, and not that that's the most important metric. The reason they don't have a following is because they don't put any effort into their page. So like, you're asking a company for free shit in exchange for them giving you exposure, but they haven't built up any kind of audience to expose your shit to. So it's like, I don't know if people don't think it through. Like, why wouldn't you spend the time to build the thing that's going to bring value to the person you're asking for stuff from? So it's the same shit every time, honestly. Like, and some people even have no following and they have a private account, and it's like, it's kind of annoying, because I'm like, you're asking for something, but you're not putting in your part. You know what I mean? Even if they did make a video and put it on their page, nobody's gonna see it. So you're not doing your part by not putting together the audience on the front end. If you come to a company and say, hey, I have 5,000 followers, they're super engaged, I get this many views when I post a reel, I get this many fucking views when I post a TikTok, and you can go on their page and see, oh man, I'm stuck behind a fucking train. You could go on their page and see that they're actually putting in work and putting in time to, to build up a following and all this kind of stuff. I have sent stuff to those people, because it's like, even if they only have like a couple thousand followers, if they're putting in the time and they're making content and their couple thousand followers are actually engaged following, there's some value there. But if you're asking for something and then you go on and you barely even post, like the last post is like 2 months ago, and it's not even related to the industry. So like, for example, like somebody will ask like, hey, can you shoot me some stuff and I'll make a video, and I'll go on their page and they literally have no art, no graffiti, no nothing on their page. And it's like, well, why is a page that has like, pictures of the burrito that you ate yesterday going to be relevant to anybody? It's weird. I just don't understand the sort of mindset around not building up this thing that you're trying to pitch to people. And shit, I'm about to drive off the curb. Oh, shit. So the worst one I just got recently, somebody messaged me and they said, this is on the machine page, and they said, hey, I got my clothing brand going. If I send you some clothes, will you do a photo shoot of the clothes and post about it on your page? And I was just like, wait, so you want somebody else to do a photo shoot for your shit and post it to their audience for what? And it was basically, he was asking like, it would really help me out. And I was like most likely I'm not going to do that, but I was curious and I was like, well, let me see what kind of work they're putting in. I go to their clothing brand page. They literally have one fucking picture up on their whole Instagram, one picture, and it wasn't even of their clothes. It was a picture they found on fucking Google of Nipsey Hussle. So I'm like, you're asking somebody else to do the work that you're not willing to do. Like, where does this come from? Like, what is this kind of delusion that you're not even willing to do a photo shoot with your clothes and post it to your own audience, but you want somebody else to do that? It's crazy to me. I don't know how relevant that is. And I don't know how helpful that is. I mean, obviously, if you're one of these people, like, there's an opportunity to get these things that you're asking, but it's on the other side of work. Like, you have to put in work. You have to present them with an opportunity that's going to be beneficial for them. If you're asking a business to send you free shit, a business doesn't grow by just sending out free shit to anybody that asks for it. Like, that's a good way to go out of business, actually. So if you're looking at it from a business perspective, if somebody asks you for something and they say, in exchange for this thing that you're going to send me for free, and you're going to pay for the postage and you're going to do all that shit, here's what I'm going to do. That thing that they're offering has to generate some kind of return on their investment, because they're going to put in the time to pack the shit up, they put in the time to make the products, they put in the money to make the products, and they're going to send that shit to you. What's the ROI for the business? If it's a guy that never posts, he has no audience, and he gets 1 to 2 likes on every photo, it's not worth the shipping cost. And I'm not trying to sound like a dick, it's just not, that's not how business works. That's not how the world works. You have to put in your side of things. You can't just expect people to do, you're asking them to do their part, but you're not willing to do your part. You have to build up your audience first, and then ask for something like that. And if you do a good enough job building up your audience, people will probably send you shit even without you asking. Like, we just sent somebody shit last week for that exact reason, because they're putting in the time, they're putting in the work, they're putting in consistent work on doing the shit that's beneficial. Like, they're out there, doing graffiti, they're making videos, they're building an audience. So a company like ours, we see that and we're like, hey, we're just going to send you some shit. And we didn't even ask them to do anything. There was no deal or anything. It was just like, hey, we're going to send you some shit. Hopefully the hope is, you'll post about it. But if you don't, no hard feelings. We just sent the shit. We didn't ask nothing. So I guess the moral of it is, like, if you're going to ask somebody for something, look at what you're doing, and are you putting in your part as well? Are you creating something that's worthwhile that you can exchange. You're asking to exchange your time for their products. So I don't know. Hopefully that helps. I don't even know if I'm going to post this one. Anyway, if I do, I'll see you next time. All right.
Appreciate each and every one of you guys who are supporting the cause and continue to spread the love. And yeah, stay up.